Hello guys, welcome back. So now here we are in terms of payment or payment terms topic. So guys, in payment terms, what we have seen, like what is the use of payment terms? So payment terms means like whatever invoices are there for those invoice, like what exactly when the invoices are going to be due, right? So that is going to be determined for payment terms. Okay. Now, okay. Now, payment terms is going to be set up for customer and vendor, either for customer or vendor or for both. Okay. Now we are in account payable. So that is why whatever example I'm quoting, that those examples are from vendors on, right? Later on, the same thing is applicable on customers also when I start the account receivable. Okay. Now, so I'll tell you guys what is the exact use that I took, right? Here, that multiple invoices are there. For every invoices, different posting dates are there. Now, so when the invoices are going to be due, are we going to calculate manually? Not at all. We are not going to calculate manually. We are having option called payment terms. SAP has already given this. So we have to configure a payment terms, and based on that, the due dates are getting calculated automatically. Now what will happen, guys? So how many payment terms are going to be created? Multiple payment terms are going to be created because certain vendors are saying that, okay, due date is 30 days, right? 60 days, 45 days, right? 90 days, 15 days, 20 days. It could be anything, right? So likewise, multiple payment terms are going to be created. Apart from this, there is the basic payment terms. Now, let's suppose vendors are saying about what? About the discounts. That, let's suppose 30 days payment. But if you make payment in 10 days, then 5% discount. This is what is the condition. How you will come to know, right? If you are going to make early payment, how we will come to know? Is it possible to remember that this kind of conditions are given by vendor? No. So initially itself, what happened, guys? Initially, when we are going to set up the vendor, right? So such kind of when let's suppose vendor is going to offer such kind of requirement. So what is happening? First of all, a purchase department will be there. What is the finding hunting new vendors in the market? Let's suppose they found a particular vendor, and that vendor is giving this conditions that okay, we are ready to accept like payment terms, 30 days payment terms, but from our side we are going to give you a privilege, like if you make payment in 10 days itself, then we are going to offer you a 5% discount. Then what will happen, guys? Then the procurement team, purchase department, they will check in SAP whether such kind of payment terms are already created into SAP or not. Already created, I mean to say few payment terms are delivered by SAP also. But of course, guys, multiple payment terms are going to be set up, right? So they will check in SAP that whether this payment terms is there or not, such kind of payment term. If they found that there is no any such kind of payment terms, then they will raise a request to the consultant, right? That kindly create payment terms with these conditions, right? With these conditions. In that case, what is happening? We are going to set up a payment terms. Once the payment terms, this payment term is set up, then what will happen? Then the procurement team, purchase department is going to send a request to the master data team, right? See, I'll tell you guys, in real time, what is happening? End user and consultant. In end user also multiple team will be there. Account payable, account receivable, master data team will be there, general accounting team will be there, right? Or we can say O2C team, P2P team, R2R team, right? Different team will be there. Now they'll be like separate. Sometime what happened, help desk team will be there. Sometime what happened, like there'll be like account payable itself, AP help desk team is there. In account receivable again, different different small within the team also, small team will be there. Account payable means, let's suppose few people are responsible for invoice posting, few people are responsible for PO related creation of purchase orders and all, few people are responsible for material creation of middle master or editing the middle master, in the sense making changes in middle master, like that. So now what will happen? This master data team, in the sense vendor master team, is going to create a vendor. So when they are going to create the vendor, at that point of time, what is happening, guys? This payment terms is going to be assigned against vendor master. So in case against that particular vendor, if we make payment within 10 days, then automatically system is going to calculate this 5% discount. No need to remember that what discussion was happened with this vendor. Because discussion happened long back. Who is able to remember? 10,000 vendors are there, 5,000 vendors are there, 20,000 vendors are there, isn't it? So what discussion happened, it is not possible to remember. So generally what happened? These payment terms are going to be set up, that is going to be assigned to the master data, and based on that, what is happening, guys? If you make early payment, then what will happen? Then system is going to calculate this discount automatically. So even discount is also going to be specified against payment terms. So guys, payment terms, now what is happening? Payment terms is going to determine the due date of the invoices. Not only the due date, guys, even discount determination is also going to happen. It is going to be done by payment terms. Whether this invoice is eligible for a particular discount or not, right? So if you make the early payment, then what is happening, guys? Of course, we are eligible for discount also. Sure. So now what to do? We'll check it. If you talk about the configuration, guys, simple steps are there, pretty simple. Always open two screens, and okay, system is bit slow. So go to OBBH. Okay, open one first. Now, so guys, if you want, this is a new payment terms. You can create a new one, or else even you can edit the existing one also. So let's suppose TM31. This time I'm going to create. Press enter. Yes. Now, so here 10 days. What is happening, guys? What vendor is saying 10 days? 5% discount. After that, no discount. So 30 days, no discount. Simple. And press enter. Once you enter, look at here, the explanation is changed, right? So you can copy paste, or else even you can type also. So here will be a length of this particular field. That is why after discount is complete is not updated here. There will be a few digits. I think maybe some 20 character, 25 character, or that we can count. I think 30 character is the length of this one. Okay, this is having more length and all. That is why here it is coming. It's okay. So now we just save it. And again, so this 30 days calculations, right? It is happening from which date? Posting date, document date, or no default, or entry date. So you have to select the baseline date also, right? Then what next, guys? The next one is this one supposed to be added to the vendor master. So that system is going to determine this payment terms automatically. Or else, even the payment terms can be changed directly at documents level also. In the sense, like while posting the documents, we can change the payment terms. So now here, first of all, take your company, guys, KF00. Then here, okay. So this is the invoice date. document date, and this is the posting date, right? And then you can give the details here. Okay, if you have to post the transactions. But here what is happening, guys, we are testing that how the calculations are happening, whether the system is going to consider our percentage or everything or not, right? So look at here. Okay, AR entry is required in field reference number. Why this error is appearing, guys? The skull field status variant. My question, because of field status variant. Why this error is appearing? That is the question. I need a proper answer, guys. Look at the error is still here, right? Tell me, guys. Is a required entry, so there is a required entry. So what to do? I got okay few answers here. So Amar, what to do? Vinati, what to do?
We have to go to the document type field state variants and we have to make it as an option.
You have to make it as an option. Yes. So yes, document type here is required entry field status. Simple. Right, and Srikanth, initially you have set field status variant, right? So don't make this mistake. These things are not acceptable. Simple, guys, somebody has made this reference field as a required entry against AR document type. So what we have to do? Pretty simple. We have to go to OP-A7, right? Look at here, this reference field, right? That's it. Now, so yes, we have done with this. FP60. If you press enter, so I think 448 maybe. Okay, good. 448. So now here, click on payment tab. So look at here, guys. Okay, now different payment tabs. This TM30 is determined by system. Why? Because this is what we have assigned to the vendor master, but we have created TM31. But the moment you give TM31 and if you press enter, system is going to determine the conditions. Okay, press enter. So look at here, baseline date means posting date. From here, 30 days is going to be counted. But SAP is saying that within 10 days, if we are going to make payment, then 5% discount also we are eligible for, right? So now here, let's suppose 25 and here 25 post. Okay, now 1021 plus and F dash 53. Now what will happen if we are going to make let's suppose 0306 post payment, right? So here first of all, bank account and the payment, how much we are going to make, guys. So let's suppose, of course, we are eligible for discount, right? So how much payment we are supposed to make, guys? If let's suppose, so either you have to calculate manually or just give 1 rupees here simple, and then here you can give your vendor number and press enter. So look at here, we are having, this is the one for which we are going to make the payment. So you deactivate these two line items, double click and double click. So this is where we are going to make the payment. Now system is saying that as per 5% cash discount, we are eligible for 125 rupees. So 2375 rupees we are supposed to make payment to the vendor, right? Now, and we have entered only 1 rupees, so 2375. So you click here and double click on, first of all we are going to edit our amount 2375 and again choose open item, not choose open item, guys. I'll be like mistake here. Where process open item, right? Yes, process open item. So here also we have entered this amount and SAP is also assigned the same amount, right? So differences are 0. Now simulate, there is an error. What is this error, guys? What this error is? Anybody is having any idea about this error?
The payment term which has we have defined that has not been assigned in the GL of a particular, particular to that vendor code. That's
Repeat
why we
again,
are
Amar,
getting
what you are saying. Payment term supposed to be assigned where?
vendor, particular vendor.
No, that doesn't matter. Payment terms, if even it is not assigned to the vendor master, that doesn't matter because at the time of posting documents, we have given the payment terms, right? So what happened whenever, like let's suppose to vendor master, whatever settings or whatever details you have given, at the time of transaction posting, whatever input we are going to give that is going to get the priority and that is going to be considered by system. So I have given TM31 payment terms at the time of document posting. So system is going to ignore the payment terms whichever we have given in vendor master. Anything else apart from this? Maybe input tax or output tax. That is the answer from Srikanth. Maybe output tax. Even determination is not completed.
Cash discount GL we have created or not? That is the doubt.
Repeat again. You are saying something, Amar?
Cash discount GL we have been created or not? I have a doubt.
Okay. So what we have to do if I create? Okay. So yes, guys, now here, of course, you have to think in a different way. But anyway, chalo, I'll tell you. So this is related to what? This is related to, see, if you talk about the accounting entry, right? So the payment was supposed to be like 2,500, isn't it? Now here, there is some other options also from Vinati. It is like assign the chart of accounts or then, okay. And from Jayanti, it is not assigned to the chart of account. So guys, now what is happening? See, the problem is, so this is, what is the accounting entry here? Vendor account, that is going to be debited this much. Bank account 2375, right? And cash discount 125, isn't it? System is able to identify vendor. System is able to trigger the bank account also because we have already entered. What about the discount? So discount means system is not able to trigger the discount GL. So where to assign the discount GL, guys? Against this account key or transaction key, you can say SKE is for discount actually. So that is why SAP is saying that we are not able to identify the discount GL, right? So what you have to do, if you double click here, okay, so what is happening now? Correct the accounting combinations for specified transactions. You can proceed from here also, or inside OBXU is the transaction code. OBXU will be the transaction code. I think chart of account means that is TM00 itself. I think. So give it. Look at here SKE, right? SKE, that is discount received, right? Now transaction code OBXU, yes, OBXU. Look at here, OBXU. There is the transaction code. Sure. So now here, no need to give the tax code and all. Single GL is there for discount received. So first of all, check the posting key. It will be by default. It will be there. Make it yes. First of all, save it. And posting key anyway, it will be by default 40 and 50 will be there. Yes, it is there. So click on account. And then have we created any cash discount GL? If no, then discount received, right? Where to create, guys? Under which account group? So discount received. Now here, other thing is you can do one thing. Okay, so this discount received means this GL is going to be posted by system automatically. You can apply a check mark. So if you apply a check mark, this GL cannot be used for manual posting, right? And if you remove the check mark, then it can be posted manually also. Anything can be done, there is no problem. And then here, 3002. Just save it. So we have assigned. Now come back, and again we are coming back here. Now once again, guys, process open item. Process open item, yes. Now once again we are going to simulate. This time second time. This time system is able to identify the discount received. Exactly, this is what the accounting entry I said. Right? So pretty simple, guys. And how many discount can we define? So two discounts are going to be allowed here. Go to again OB period and in 31. So what I said, let's suppose, okay, so in 5 days, sorry, in 10 days, 5%. In 20 days, 2%. And then in 30 days, no discount. So maximum how many number of discounts are going to be given, guys? Only 2 discounts are going to be accepted. If the vendors are saying that 3 discounts or 4 discounts, and also department purchasing team is there, purchase department is there, they will say that we are having a SAP and all where like maximum 2 discounts are going to be allowed. So whenever you are going to specify your conditions and all, you consider this, right? Now, so you can save it, right? So these 2 discounts also can be. Okay. So this is how what is happening, guys. We can specify the discounts. Okay, where in terms of payment. Now,
where we have assigned this discount account determination to which vendor or chart of account? Which one?
now again, start of account you are going to assign. Why to specify GL account? Where GL account means it is not vendor specific, right? GL account is a common GL, isn't it? So that we have assigned against chart of account. Use transaction code, I think OBXU, I said, right? Here we are going to assign. You can give your chart of account, and then here we are going to assign the GL. That's it. Simple. Okay. So this GL account, this is not at all vendor specific, guys. Right? Overall, there will be a particular GL with where whatever the discount we have received is going to be posted against that. Likewise, if we are going to give the discount to the customer, there will be another assignment will be there. And again, that GL is also going to be set up, right? So this is your income gain, that is your expenses losses, right? Now, so let's suppose, okay, there is another. Vendor is saying that we just do one TM90. In the sense, you just do one thing. 90 in the sense, like I'll tell you. Now, installment payment terms. Okay, installment payment terms. Vendors are saying that you just do one thing. Okay, so whatever the payments are there, that we are going to allow you into installment, or 3 installment, or 4 installment. Right? If you talk about manufacturing, guys, manufacturing industries or service industry, whatever size kind of, so it won't be like more than 4, 5, and 6 installment like that, because that is like, of course, if banking sectors are there, different quite a different kind of things will be there, guys, right? But here in such kind of companies and all, 2 installment, 3 installment, 4 installment, max to max 5 installments can be permitted. It's okay, right? But yes, in SAP, unlimited discounts, installment means you can define 10 installment payment terms also, 5 also, 6 also, there is no any problem. So let's suppose vendor is saying that will allow 3 installment. 3 installment means, let's suppose, first installment in 30 days, second installment in 60 days, and third installment in 90 days. This is what the requirement is. First installment 30 days, second installment 60 days, and third installment in 90 days. Okay. So what is happening? Let's suppose, so we have posted one particular invoice, and so this is what is say. Okay, so 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, right? How many payment terms do we need to create, guys, in that case? Tell me, someone. In this case, how many payment terms need to be created? Any idea from anybody? Okay, no answers. So I'll tell you guys now. Look at here. This is Srikanth is saying maybe 3. Of course, we have to create 3 payment terms. That is the right answer. Now here, Veena is saying, so, okay, so now here, 1 payment terms, right? 1 payment terms means, so, okay, I'll tell you guys, now look at here, 3 payment terms. That is also correct answer. 1 payment terms, that is also correct answer. Right? How it is correct answer, I'll tell you guys. Sure. So I'll when I ask any question, guys, right? Whatever thought is there in your mind, you just tell, isn't it? So this is how you guys will be like. It could be right or wrong. It's okay. No issues. Anyway, I'm going to explain this. Isn't it? Okay. So this is how the session is going to be interactive, right? Now, so 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Here a different condition, here a different conditions, here a different condition. In the sense like now. So what is happening, guys? So let's suppose, so now what is happening for this one? We'll create TM 30, TM 60, and TM 90. Three payment terms. Three payment terms, guys. Right? Because 30 days, first installment, second installment 60 days, third installment 90 days. Okay. Now, invoice amount is, let's suppose, 1000. Now here, guys, first of all, what you have to do? I think it's gone, maybe. So let me start. Let me log in also. Now here, you just do that. Go to OVPH. So we are already having TM30. TM30 is there. Here 30 days already we have specified. Now 60 days. So again TM60. So now here specify 60 days. Right? You can specify this text, it's okay. Just save it. And then in the same way, you can create TM90. So it is going to be due in 90 days. You can specify save. So we have created three different payment terms, right? That is the, so I asked like how many payment terms are going to be created. So guys, three payment terms, that is correct answer. Now what is happening, guys? The another answer was one payment term. So I said that is also correct. So I'll tell you guys, these three payment terms we have created. Now the problem is, so in vendor master, how many payment terms can be assigned? In vendor master, how many maximum payment terms can be assigned, guys? Someone tell me. Okay. So there is an answer from Jaya. 1. Okay. Guys, when I address your name, short form only, like Jaya, Veena, like that, so don't mind it, right? The complete name like Jayanti, Vinati and all. So I'll just Jaya and Veena like that, I say. Okay, chalo, theek hai. One payment terms. One payment terms. So the problem is, what about these three payment terms, guys? We have created three payment terms, but in vendor master you can assign only one payment terms. So there is a problem. Now what to do in this case? Isn't it? How SAP will, if you are going to assign TM30, then system is going to consider this one only. But these two are also part of the same, right? So now we have to create one main payment terms. Okay, one main payment terms in the sense, I'll tell you. Create TM00. Okay, create one payment terms called TM00. What is the use of this one? Simple, guys, pretty simple. Okay, and one more thing, guys. One more thing. So when we have created TM90, I forgot to specify the baseline date, right? And likewise, we are having TM60 also there. Also, we have not given the here. So baseline date in TM30 already it will be there, I think. Back button. Okay, posting date is already there. So now what we have to do? We have to create one main payment terms. Only one payment term is going to be assigned to the vendor master. So TM00. And simply no need to give any condition here, right? First installment condition is 30 days. Second installment is going to be paid in 60 days. Third installment in 90 days, right? Those we have created. Here, TM00 and click on installment payment. That's it. Click on installment payment. Look at here. So now it is showing here payable in partial amount. Payable in partial amount means, guys, of course, first installment, second installment, third installment. So it is a kind of partial payment, isn't it? Partial payment means small amount. First installment, again second installment, certain part, third installment also the remaining part. So that is why it is saying payable in partial amount. You can say here like installment, payment, and 3 installment, right? You can give any descriptions, guide, and save it. Okay, save it. Now, whatever, when you give any descriptions here, guys, then what is happening? This explanation also is going to be changed by system. Whatever is there, it is going to be copied here. It's okay. There is no any impact, no impact at all on this calculations and all. Now, so this TM00 we have created. This is what the main payment terms. Okay, and this is going to be assigned to the vendor master. Okay, this is going to be assigned to the vendor master. Okay, this is going to be assigned to the vendor master. TM00 we have created. What we have specified, we have just apply a check mark. Now the question is, this TM00 and this TM30, 60 and 90, these 3 payment terms we have created for this only. Okay, for this only. So guys, are you getting any noise? Or everything is fine? Fine. Okay, good. Because the power is gone just now. Charging is there, but the battery might be some issues. Anyway, so I'll finish it. Let me complete at least this installment. Chalo. So here now here. So TM00, right? TM30, TM60, TM90. So these 3 payment terms we have created for what? The main payment terms is TM00, that is going to be assigned with the vendor master. Now the question is, how SAP will come to know that this is the main payment terms, and under that these 3 are the sub payment terms we have created, right? How SAP will come to know that TM30 is related to TM00, TM60 is related to TM00, or TM90 is also related to TM00. So for that, these payment terms are going to be assigned. It is going to be assigned against this one. Okay, so assignment must be there. So now what is happening here? You just do one thing. Open one more screen. So now we have to assign OBB9 is the transaction code. OBB8. Okay, yes, OBB9. Chalo. So now here, click on inventory. Okay. Now here, give what is the payment terms? TM double zero. TM double zero. Right? 3 installments, so TM double zero. And 3 installment TM double zero. Right? This is the first installment, second installment, and third installment. Right? Payment terms. First installment, so against when the first installment is there, so against TM double zero, what is happening, guys? In first installment, system is going to trigger TM30. Second installment, system is going to trigger TM60. And third installment, system is going to trigger TM9. This is what. I'll tell you guys, it's pretty simple. Right? Try to understand the logic. How system is going to reach here, here, and here. Okay? People will not ask how to configure this. They will ask in this way, they will say, right? We have defined an installment payment. Right? That question I'll ask. Let me. So first installment, this one, second, this one, and third, this one, right? These are the installment payment terms. And what is the main payment terms, guys? It is TM00. So this TM00 we are going to assign to the vendor master. So when you post a transaction, system is going to trigger TM00. But when system is going to check TM00 in background, in the sense SAP, then SAP found that this is actually installment payment terms. We have applied a check mark. Then the system is going to check this configurations in background itself. Then system found that actually 3 installments are there. First installment, this one, second installment, this one, and third installment, this one. Now, another thing is, question is, the first installment, how much first installment we are going to pay? How much second installment we are going to pay? How much third installment we are going to pay? So let's suppose first installment 30%, second installment 30%, third installment 40%. Or is 20, 20, 60, 25, 25, then 50, right? 30, 30, 40, 33%, 33%, 33%, right? Or 33.33, like that, isn't it? So it could be anything. And this is why if you talk about installment, multiple installment payment terms are going to be created. 2 installment, 3 installment, 4 installment, 5 installment, right? In 3 installment itself, multiple installments will be there here. Like first installment 30%, second 30%, 40%, right? 25%, 25%, and then 50%. Then 2 installment payment terms. Somebody is saying 20%, 20%, and then 60%. 30%, 30%, sorry, here 20%, then 30%, then 50%. So likewise, multiple payment terms are going to be created. You just say it. Now, the problem is, so another challenge. What is another challenge, guys? Another challenge is, I will post one invoice. I'll post one invoice worth of 1,000. So now, guys, this 1,000 single invoice I have posted. Now, the next problem for the system is that out of 1,000, what is happening? 30% of this 1,000 supposed to be due in 30 days. Try to understand, guys. And then another 30% is supposed to be due in 60 days. And then remaining 40% is supposed to be due in 90 days. Right? Now, so here is the problem. What is the problem, guys? So, guys, the invoice is one. Invoice is one, but SAP is saying that no, few amounts in the sense maybe, so few amount means 300 supposed to be due in 30 days, remaining 300 in 60 days, and last 400 is going to be due in 90 days. How come it possible? No audio. That's Swapna is saying. No audio. How is the audio, guys? Am I audible? It's fine. So I'll tell you guys now, if the audio related issues are for a single person, then that the problem is there from you, right? Or maybe for 2%, 3%. But anybody says that it's fine for me, it means the problem will be there from your side. So you can exit and you can rejoin. Simple. Anyway, recording is happening from my side, so there won't be any problem. Okay? Now, so what I was explaining, yes, I was saying that single invoice is there, and in single invoice, certain portion of the amount, this invoice amount is supposed to be due in 30 days, and certain portion in 60 days, and certain portion in 90 days. How it is going to happen, guys? Someone tell me, any idea how SAP is going to determine this? Anybody? Okay, sure. So I'll tell you. So in this case, what is happening? I'll show you here practically, etc. So in this case, one invoice is going to be splitted into three parts, right? See, this is what you have to explain, that installment payment terms is there. Let's suppose three installment we have defined. I'm having a single invoice, right? Single invoice. Let's suppose I posted that invoice. So from that invoice, if three installment with SAP is saying that 30% supposed to be due in 30 days, remaining 30% in 60 days, and last 40% in 90 days. You tell me as a consultant how SAP is going to count these three different payment terms, isn't it? Single invoice itself is there that we have already posted. A line item got created. So what do you have to say, guys? How SAP is going to determine? This is what I have seen, guys. Earlier, this question was asked, during interview. I'll tell you. Configurations. Everyone knows. Everybody knows how to configure terms of payment, whether it is basic, whether it is discount, and some extra terms of payment also I'm going to explain, guys, because I've seen in the past like people have asked and there none of the candidates are able to answer. Okay, these are all things we are going to see. What about the logic? This is how people will ask. So you have to reply. So in that case, what do you have to say? So you have to say that when we define an installment payment terms, so let's suppose if three installment. So in that case, how SAP is going to what do you say determine, in the sense like single invoice is there, three installment terms of payments are there, in the sense in installment payment terms, three different payment terms are there. So how the certain part is going to be due in 30 days, certain part in 60 days, and few part in the sense 40%, in the sense 400 in 90 days. So what do you have to say? Single invoice itself, it's okay, is going to be posted, but since we have defined what do you say, this installment payment terms, so SAP is going to trigger the vendor master. From vendor master system came to know, SAP came to know that this is installment payment terms, and in background SAP will check how many installments are there. So SAP came to know three installment. So one single invoice, one line item is going to be splitted into three part, guys. One line item is going to be splitted into three part. It's 300. One invoice worth of 1000 is going to be splitted into three part, 300, 300, and 400. Right? So this 300 is going to be given 30 days, this 300 is 60 days, and this 400 is 90 days. Now the next question is, so one line item is split into three different line item, right? And what we know that, what we know, guys, we know that every line item, in the sense whatever one single line item is there, in the sense when you post the invoices, every line item represent one particular invoice. So if single invoice is split into three part, then the users will be confused because three different line items are there. The user may assume that these are the three different invoices. How user will come to know that all three line items belongs to a single invoice only? Someone tell me, think, and let me know. So I'll tell you, these things you have to think at this level. Everybody has created. People are going to test it also. They have. But how many people are going to observe these things and all? Even though you know the calculations, you know the configuration of installment payment terms, still your rejection is there. Why? You guys are not able to answer the questions. So what is the answer, guys? Simple answer is there. Three different line item got generated, right? But if we talk about the document number against all three line item, the same document number will be there. Single document number will be there against this one also same document number, this one also same document number, and here also same document number. So this is how user will come to know that okay, these three line items, right, are having same document number. It means this is the installment payment term. Generally, it is not required, guys, but still the people, because they are asking, right? In interview, if somebody asks, we cannot say that this is less important or this is more important or something, because you're not in driving seat, right? Interviewer is there on driving seat, and they're actually they can turn each and everything as per their, what do you say, this one, wishes, right? Chalo. So whatever I explained, these things we are going to check practically, and then I'll stop the session. Let me log in again. System become a bit slow. And guys, hopefully whatever things I'm explaining, you guys are able to understand. Okay, because the examples are pretty simple, guys. Isn't it? If anywhere you're having confusions and all, you can put your questions. Chalo, go to, so we have OB, B9, where the assignment also we have done, right? Our main payment terms is TM00 and sub payment terms. Sub payment terms TM30, TM60, TM90, right? So what is happening? First of all, I said like three installment payment, three terms, three installments are there. These are payment terms with three installments. Client is saying to specify three installments, right? The payment can be made in three installments, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So in that case, how many payment terms are going to be defined? You have to say a single payment terms are going to be defined, right? Or else like this procedure you have to say, right? When you say three payment terms, immediately what will happen? Then the interviewer is going to say that okay, three payment terms means we have defined three payment terms. But in vendor master, how it is going to be assigned? Because what I know that in vendor master only one payment terms can be assigned. So in that case, you have to say we have to define one installment payment terms and then three different payment terms, and this is going to be linked with each other, right? So this is how. Or if somebody says one installment, one payment terms are going to be defined, then again the next question is how these three conditions are going to be met by system. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Will you be able to adjust all three conditions in a single payment terms? There are multiple people who says yes sir, we can do it. Immediately they are going to be rejected. Isn't it? So simple things are there, guys. Go to xk02, and so here we have defined already. Give your company code and press enter. So TM00, this time installment payment term, right? And then you post the invoice FB60, right? And your system is going to trigger now the installment payment terms. Give anything here, and 1000 itself I'm going to post because this is what the example I have quoted. Okay, and if you check here, so what is happening? Simple. Only TM00 is appearing. No baseline date, no due date. Why? Because guys, here three different due dates are there, right? So that is why system cannot show here baseline date and due date. Why? Because three different due dates will be there, guys. That is why nothing is there. Everything is blank. Chalo, you can simulate here. If you simulate TM00, specify. Oh, sorry. No. Wait. I think. So go to /n OB B8 for this one also. You have to specify, I think. So let me check it in TM00. Here also you have to specify a baseline data. Okay. Now, yes. Now let me check the AP60 once again. And vendor amount, GL, and payment terms. Now look at here. Okay. So 36, and it is showing due on also 36 itself, right? It's okay. Why system is going to, it is because in TM00 nothing is there, right? But the condition we have specified somewhere. So nothing. There is no impact. You can click simulate. Okay. So look at here, guys. This is what the accounting entry. Look at here. One single line item, in the sense single invoice, got split into three parts: 300, 300, and 400. Same vendor, right? You post it. Here, what is happening, guys? Generally, vendor account is going to be credited with 1000. So this 1000 becomes 0, and 1000 itself is segregated into three parts. Simply you just save it and you check here line item. You save it and go to FBL1N, FBL1N, and here. So we are having, look at here now. So multiple line items, out of which three line items, right? 300, 300, 400. How you will come to know that this is installment payment terms? So here, look at here, guys, the document number, same document number is there. It means these three line items belongs to same invoice, right? Single invoice itself is split into three parts, isn't it? If you check the due date, the first one is going to be due on 3rd of July. Second one, 2nd of August, right? And this is 1st of November. Why it is happening, guys? Because of number of days in a particular month. In certain days, certain month, 30 days, certain month, 31 days, right? So that is why it is happening, isn't it? So calculation is perfect. This line item, so you can make the payment for this line item on July 3rd, this line item on 2nd of August, and for this line item, 1st of this one. And even this is how, because there will be another topic called automatic payment program, right? So when the people are going to ask the questions, that also will come into picture, right? They will say that we are running automatic payment program, and in that case you tell me that how system is going to determine these things and all. But right now automatic payment program is not covered, and also try to understand this scenario. If whatever I explained, if you are able to understand, and later on while I'll explain this automatic payment program also. So if understandings are there, then easily you guys will be able to understand the question. And once you understood the question and all, easily you guys are going to answer the questions. Okay. So this is all about the installment payment terms, guys. Right. So what we have seen, we have installment payment terms, we have seen payment terms with discounts and all. Right. Few more things are there that I'll have to explain, but that I'll be explaining in next session. That's all in this session, guys. That's all for today. Any question?